Welcome to the second episode of The Ugly Truth. We would like to explore how two countries that are that geographically distant, with some friendly history, with no shared border or colonial scars, now, yeah, uh, no border disputes, are now facing direct confrontation, missile exchange, and terrifying prospect of something far worse. This could have been an unlikely war, and yet it's unfolding before our eyes. Why this happened? Honestly, no one can say for sure, but someone somewhere wanted to change the world order and they wanted to create chaos. They are notoriously famous for this, the tendency towards instability in all regions and the whole world to change the order, I don't know to what. And that ambition has been detrimental to the entire region. Sounds unbelievable, maybe, but if you're curious, I recommend reading this great book by Dr. Ali Fathollah-Nejad, Iran in an Emerging New World Order, available in both English and German. It shed light on the decisions, ideologies, and miscalculations that pushed Iran down this dangerous path, the kind of insights that rarely make it into daily headlines. Let me speak directly to you now. I once dreamed of an Iran uh, that can be very different. And as an like given my backgrounds, I think currently not that much allowed to travel to United States. But let's imagine in an ideal world that I could travel to the United States without visa, freely, no suspicious, no financial concern, given like we are from such a country from under the massive sanctions, embargoes, and poverty. To places like Florida, New York, or other parts of the world, Berlin, Tokyo, Oakland, I don't know. Once upon a time, that wasn't a crazy dream. Before 1979, things were distantly fantasy. I can tell you. But today, Iran is isolated. The economy is suffering. There are much poverty. So, from a peaceful cultured nation, how come we turn into such massively uh, problematic and most of geopolitical issues and a geopolitical threat? Well, the United States has warships in the Gulf. Someone may say that, and that's a fair point. And they would say they are not innocent either. But power does not always have to mean war. Peace through strength is one thing, endless escalation is another. And to those who are watching this from Auckland, Oslo, or some other parts of the world, they would say like, yeah, what should I care? Let me offer this. Imagine you are in flying to Norway for a Christmas holiday, a peaceful snowy winter with your family. Then you hear your flight has been rerouted. Or worse, you are flying over an active missile zone. It may sound far-fetched until it isn't. This is how global instability reaches everyone. Because the truth is, we don't want another North Korea in the heart of the Middle East. Iran was once a cradle of civilization before 1979, and compare it to the UAE like today, and UAE of that day, United Arab Emirates, I mean, you would see that we were on that path, and everybody wonders how we ended up from this civilization, cultural heritage, to this, I mean, from Persepolis from Shiraz, this Moscow King's Mosque in Isfahan and other parts of the Iran, that we ended up like this. But now it's being dragged into a path of militarism, isolation, and decay. Can that path be reserved? Back to the cultural development. The short answer, yes, but long answer is, but it won't be cheap. It might take billions, maybe trillions, but I'd sacrifice it all. That's all I'm gonna say today. I think there are many people like myself. Once we see what we could be and what we are now, we would all say that we are ready to do this sacrifice. I think this is the takeaway for you from this short YouTube today. If it meant reclaiming Iran identity, yes, we are ready to do that. A rich, ancient, cultural nation full of promise, not paranoia. If the 1979 revolution had never happened, if Iran had continued its trajectory under the Shah towards modernization and global partnership, you know that the experts estimate we could have saved over $5 trillion in direct growth and revenue, let alone the indirect ones, which are sometimes twofold more. So such a massive amount. But it's not all financial. I do believe that, and the path of the history and the chain of events cannot be always predicted and changed in the desired way. This is the natural way that it goes. But intervention always happened, as in Iran. So when we include the foreign investment, trade, education, and migration, that number may reach up to 15 trillion freaking dollars. Can you believe that? But this isn't just about the money. This is about the dignity, about the identity, the generations of dreams that have never come true. So use your voice, speak up, share this, let Iran return to the global stage, not as a threat, but as a nation of light, history, beauty, and peace. If you believe in that future, drop a comment, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to hear next. Thank you for watching.